Barry Allen. I am the fastest man alive.
The Flash is a show loved by many of those who are either DC lovers or are generally into superhero TV shows. When we watch The Flash, we get an idea of what it might be like to be a super fast running superhero. But how do they actually make the show? Surely Barry didn't actually get hit by lightning to give him these superpowers, right? All the amazing graphics and visuals made to make the show look so real and authentic were done with a team behind the scenes. So in today's video, we're going to be diving into what it looks like behind the scenes of The Flash. But first, a simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We are giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or MacBook Pro. It's all your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. 1. Run fast. As the name suggests, The Flash is based on a person who has extraordinary powers like running at super fast speed. One thing that fascinates the viewers is how the directors have portrayed The Flash running in the show. Many scenes in which we see Barry Allen running from one place to another, there is a red streak of lightning that follows him. The red and fire-like streak is in fact exceedingly difficult to achieve on screen. Thus, the directors have put a lot of time and effort to bring forward a show based on this superhero. The scenes in which Barry Allen runs at a super fast speed, often we see that papers fall slowly, and other things become slower when he is running. The directors have used this technique to highlight the fact that the Flash is in fact super fast and the things around him slow down when he's running, bringing in the concept of time and speed. A show that is based on complex physics, in which the writers have explained each and every part of quantum physics, there are a lot of technical aspects present in the show, from showcasing the red streak, often known as zooping, to filming scenes where the actual particle accelerator bursts. The directors have used CGI, VFX, and other modern film and show-making techniques and tools. 2. Flash and the VFX. Bringing the animated Flash to real life is not easy. Thus, to do justice to this, the director of the show has used visual effects, more commonly known as VFX. Directors and movie makers from all around the world have started utilizing new age technology to bring more detail to the plot. Hence, the directors of the show, The Flash, built an entire city on this technology. Using green screen to add the animation, the production house has made sure to bring reality into the show. We see a normal world of Barry Allen, however, with the help of VFX, which enhances the animation, the directors changed the plot from Barry Allen's to The Flash. The production for the first season of The Flash began in March 2014 in Vancouver. As the season is a continuation of the show Arrow, Grant Gustin drew a distinction between the two shows in terms of the production and design. When Arrow shoots action sequences, pretty much what you see is what you get, and they're really doing everything. We do a lot of plate shots that are empty shots of the area we are going to be in, and then they are putting us in later in post. I do a lot of the fighting, I do not have to do it full speed, and then they ramp it up and a lot of people must freeze, and I keep moving. Then I must clear the frame and step back into frame. It is tedious stuff that we have to do. On theirs, they learn fight choreography and they shoot it from the perfect angles, and what you see is what you get. 3. Why is it such a huge hit? For many, The Flash is a show which is distinctive from other TV shows, thus it has many followers. The CW network made sure that they used computer-generated images appropriately and in such a creative way that it became an illusion for the audiences. Another major problem for the showmakers was the TV. For those who know, TV renders the quality to the minimum. Often, the TV pixels are so bad that the CGIs are not registered by the audience. However, the makers of the show, The Flash, utilized VFX, green screens, to produce a show which is not only of high quality, but all the fighting and running scenes are visible to an extent that it seems that one is watching it on a big screen. Grant Gustin himself explained his skeptical thoughts about Flash on the TV. He said, "But because I wondered how they would be able to base an entire series around super speed when the effect had been rendered so horribly on TV previously." 4. How to build a connection with the comic book. If you might have seen The Flash in its first 2 seasons, it has a blurring effect whenever the Flash runs from one place to another. This blurring effect is known as zooping, though liked by the audience, but they felt that The Flash was based on a reality that did not correspond well with what the DC comics portrayed the Flash to be. Thus, in order to bring in the effect of a comic book in which we might have seen the Flash running and a red-yellow streak behind him, the makers of the show added that effect to the show using the CGI, where the blurring effect was enhanced with these colors. This was not any more identifiable, but also allowed people to go back in their memory lane and reminisce about the Flash Flash from the comic books. Not only were the visuals changed, but the director's focus on the sound effects as well. The zooping sound, which we often hear in animated movies, was used in the show. This again gave it a comic bookish feel. Sometimes the scenes were combined with Barry Allen running at a super speed, yet things were slowed down so that the audience could have a look at Barry's perspective, action, and emotions. All this smart work was possible because of the technological advancements. A leap from the movies to the TV show has been impeccable. Thus, in this case, the CGI used has changed the game of the show. 5. Tremendous scenes. Some scenes from the show The Flash, where either there is an attack from the outsiders or there's a fighting sequence with others who have superpowers, Greg Berlanti has used immense CGI skills to enhance the scenes, like those in the lab where complex machinery is shown, which is just made from VFX, though it seems a reality to us. Moreover, there is a scene from the show where the Flash is using his super speed to unwind or unspool a tornado. Flash's immense powers are showcased in this scene with the help of technological advancements such as VFX. The huge tornado and Flash's speed together created a greater amount of energy, which was showcased through a large mushroom cloud forming on top of the central city. Without the animations, the scene would have turned out to be extremely amusing, but due to these effects, the grandeur of this scene increased and was highly appreciated by the viewers. 6. Other than The Flash. There are shows like The Shield or Arrow where either limited powers are shown on screen or there are fewer numbers of people who have a power, but in this show, every third episode, the audiences are introduced to new villains. Like Killer Frost, played by a talented actress, Danielle Panabaker, the directors did not leave a loophole in her performance. Her freezing other people was beautifully showcased on the big screen with the aid of VFX. This brought forward her antagonist personality and a shift from her normal life character. The Flash has also given room for villains to fully portray their dark side, like the role of King Shark, where on a man's body we saw a shark's face. The Shark King was such a huge creature, and the sound effect of his voice was so loud and husky that the audiences truly started fearing him. It was an all digitized character that the producers made from CGI systems. This means that it required a whole team to come together and decide on the visual as well as sound effects. 7. Flash v. the Reverse Flash. You might have seen that there was a huge battle between Flash and the Reverse Flash. The two came face to face in a lot of sequences. While the Flash was trying to save his city, the Reverse Flash was shown as a rather dark entity who wanted to manipulate those who believed and trusted the real Flash. As it is humanly impossible for the directors to shoot both parts with Grant Gustin, thus they used a digitized form of Flash. This digitalization was done so precisely that even the audiences could not tell which Flash was the real one and which one was the fraudulent one. Even the pixels were so beautifully handled that both looked real on screen, thus making the fighting sequences between the two extremely anxious for the viewers who remained confused throughout the scene as to who was supposed to be the real Flash. For this to get implemented, the makers added a special effect team on the list who were not only building villains, characters, and their powers, the entire city, but were also deeply focused on making another Flash who looked, behaved, and fought the same way as Barry Allen. Shot in Vancouver, the show is in fact produced on a very small setting. Even though in the show we are shown a whole city, all of this has been possible through CGI and the production team who put in extra effort to bring forward the character arc through their costumes, visuals, and sound effects. So as you can see, it's pretty crazy how they managed to make the Flash look so good. Anyway, that wraps up the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.